Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So it's that time of the year again when it's time to share with you guys the top iPhone apps of 2019. So there was a ton of great apps that were released, of course, for the iPhone this year. And these apps are the ones that I use the most and that really stood out this year in my opinion. So let's begin. So the first app is called Darkroom. So Darkroom, of course, is an awesome app that allows you to edit your photos so that they can be Insta worthy. So it was my go-to photo editing app of the year, just because it's easy, super easy to use. It's compatible, of course, on the iPhone and the iPad as well, and it just works as well. And so this was the app I used to edit my photos before I uploaded them to Instagram every single time. And I even always use the hashtag darkroom uh, on the comments on the Instagram photo, so that people knew what type of app I used or filters. And so yeah, there's a ton of great filters on Darkroom. So my favorite ones, of course, is the X Pro section of it, and then of course also the landscape as well. And then of course there's portrait filter. So sometimes I take portraits. Like this photo that you're seeing right now was actually taken on the iPhone 11's portrait mode. And so yeah, I used this filter to edit this photo, which came out looking really nice. And so yeah, it's just an amazing app, really powerful as well, simple to use, so it's not complicated or anything like that. And so yeah, it's just an awesome app that I highly recommend you guys go check out if you guys want to edit your photos and make them Insta worthy before you upload them to Instagram. Next, of course, we have Apollo. So Apollo is a third-party Reddit client. So I don't really use Reddit too much often. Like I'm not a hardcore user or anything like that, but I do use it to check out some Apple stuff. So of course, like Apple News or anything like that, interesting apps that sometimes people post on Reddit here. And so yeah, it's just super cool, interesting. You'll find interesting stories as well, that you'll find interesting, of course. And yeah, it just comes with all the perks of a cool third party Reddit client. So if you're a hardcore Reddit user, Apollo might be the perfect app for the iPhone as well. Next, we have the Twitter app. So, of course, I'm a huge fan of the Twitter app on the iPhone 11. Um, Twitter has done an amazing job of keeping updated this app, of course, giving it new life, new features. Of course, the one of the big ones this year was dark mode. So as you can see, I've always like since day one it was released. I've kept it and I never went back to light mode, just dark mode now, and it's just really awesome. It looks fantastic as well. And yeah, I'm a big fan of course, the change that they did on their Twitter timeline a few years ago. And so yeah, I just like it a lot. I've been using it a lot. And it's just a great way to find interesting stuff that um, you might be into as well. So yeah, it's just an awesome app that I use a lot. Of course, I use it to tweet. Of course, I use it to uh, share stuff as well. Of course, like whenever I upload a new video from the app itself from here. So yeah, it's just an awesome app. That if you guys have not given it a chance, the official Twitter app, I think you might like it, and it's just really good as well. Next, we have Halide. So I hope I'm pronouncing that app right. So or Halide. So Halide is an awesome third-party camera app for your iPhone. It just takes up that photo level to the next level on your iPhone. Of course, it supports RAW mode as well. So if you're into photography, RAW mode is a big deal, of course, because it allows you to edit much more in detail, captures much more in detail as well. And so yeah, Howlite is my go-to app for third-party camera apps. It's the only one I use. It's just really simple to use, and the developers are always updating the app as well and giving it some new cool features or just some new bug fixes that really helps the photos as well. Next, we have Castro. So Castro, of course, is my go-to podcast player this year. Many of you already know that I use this app only pretty much every time to listen to all my podcasts on the go on the iPhone here. And of course, some cool stuff, some new cool updates that the Castro app received, of course, is this promoted area here. So the promoted area, of course, allows you to see cool new podcasts that it will promote, of course. And if you're a pro user, of course, or like a pro Castro app subscriber, you can actually disable that. So if you're not a fan of that, you don't want to see that type of promotion, you could disable it and it will never pop up again there. And so yeah, it's my go-to app for podcasts just because it's super simple to use. It has cool new updates that developers are always adding. It supports a lot of course, the new software features that Apple releases every year in the latest iOS update. And so the developers are always giving it up to date this app as well. And so yeah, it's just an awesome app, simple to use. And yeah, it's my favorite podcast player on the iPhone. Next, we have Carrot Weather. So many of you guys already know this. I've talked about this app a lot throughout this year. And of course, it's no surprise right here that this app, of course, is one of the top apps of 2019. It's just super easy to use. And I just like how simple it is to read the information as well from this weather app. And yeah, it goes into detail. And so yeah, right now it's foggy here in Ottawa. So it's cool that it goes black and white when it's foggy here. And it looks pretty cool actually, the fog. But the only thing that sucks, it is raining. So I can't really go outside too much, only if I want to get wet. So yeah, it's just an awesome app. It goes into super great detail. And of course, it supports that third party, that icon design new changes. That of course you could change the icon. So I have the Christmas theme icon right there. And so yeah, it's just an awesome app that I highly recommend if you guys are looking for a cool weather app for the iPhone or your Apple Watch as well. Next, we have Unsplash. So Unsplash, of course, is my go-to wallpaper app this year. This is the only app I use for all the wallpapers that I use on my setup here on the iPhone here. And it's just really, really awesome because there's some cool photos here and cool wallpapers that you can, or cool photos that turn into cool wallpapers as well. And so yeah, there's just a ton here that you can choose from as well. And yeah, they'll just make your iPhone setup unique and maybe step it up to the next level because these photo apps really, really are great as well. Next, we have Pedometer. So Pedometer is a cool, simple app that allows you to track your steps. So this year, of course, one of my goals was to, walk a little bit more, to reach that 10,000 step goal, which I never really did too much, as you can see, the last few days. But yeah, it's an awesome app that I use to track my steps whenever I go out for walks or anything like that. And it's just a fantastic app as well. So yeah, I highly recommend it if you guys made for your New Year's resolution or anything like that. It will help you track your steps in a simple form. And of course, another cool thing is these monthly challenges that you could do and daily step goals that you could do as well, which is really, really cool and gives you that inspiration or that motivation, to go out and walk a little bit more. And next and not least, we have AP News. So many of you guys already know I love reading the news a lot. I like knowing what's happening around the world, what's going on in my local communities as well. And this app on the iPhone, AP News, has done a fantastic job of giving me breaking news every time when there's breaking news going on around the world. They always update their app as well, always giving it the latest update to support, of course, the latest new features in iOS 13 as well. And they just done a fantastic job of just keeping up to date this app. And so yeah, they're always listening to users who use it, of course, and their complaints. So yeah, they're always updating this app and they're doing a fantastic job. AP News is my go-to place to read a lot of the news as well. They just do a fantastic job on reporting on the news as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the top apps of 2019 this year for the iPhone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I will have the list of these apps I just talked about in the description below, so you guys go check them out at a later time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with more iPhone stuff and Android stuff as well, and pretty much any tech stuff that I'm into. And I hope you guys will be into as well. And as always, I will see you guys later. Peace.